a reflection on Vygotsky's ZPD. Lev Vygotsky's concept of the zone of proximal development, ZPD, refers to an area of learning that students cannot achieve in without assistance. He believed that children would not advance very far if they were left to discover things by themselves. His theory is interesting as it factors in cultural experiences and how knowledge is accessed in different settings and contexts. Vygotsky did not believe that students could learn entirely by themselves, that it was crucial that they be exposed to concepts they need assistance with. Learning environments and good teachers are crucial in Vygotsky's definition. Children learn in a social context in which meanings are first framed interpersonally in social interaction. Only later is the full depth of these meanings realised interpersonally or within the individual mind. Calantzas and Coate 2012, page 207. Let's work with the definition of what the ZPD is by De Vries from 2000. That we call the zone of proximal development is the distance between the actual development level as determined by independent problem solving and the level of potential development as determined through problem solving under adult guidance or in collaboration with more capable peers. Page 195. Within a classroom setting, finding and formulating what students' ZPDs are could involve using diagnostic assessment to ascertain where students are in particular areas of learning. Diagnostic assessment tools quite often make up much of the required assessment schedule defined by schools and/or school systems, and quite often is, unfortunately, the only measure some teachers use to inform them of where their students are along a particular continuum of learning. Having said that, any assessment type, be it formal and informal testing, observational diagnostic, assessment of and for learning, usually gives the teacher an indication of student ability. It is from this point, according to Vygotsky, that the teacher should introduce topics and concepts that are beyond the capability of the students, but that can be attained with assistance in different social contexts. What this could relate to is working in small groups, creating knowledge from interaction with peers, working one-on-one with the teacher, which is creating knowledge with the teacher, or assignments and tasks to complete from home, which would be creating knowledge with family members. Peers, teachers, and family make up a substantial amount of the entire social aspect of students' lives, especially primary school students, which is my context. In my opinion, whether consciously or not, good teachers try to operate within students in all of their ZPDs. This is what differentiated learning is all about. The aim is to help create knowledge and understanding that the students can grasp themselves. When that knowledge and understanding then forms a part of their natural thinking, teachers then push ahead with new topics that are challenging for students. Having an understanding of students' ZPDs will help in the planning and implementing of classroom lessons, the way in which assessment tasks are created, and importantly, create a means to track progress and scaffold learning. Within my own context, we create individual learning goals with parents and students, with particular emphasis and extra time is given for students with identifiable learning, social, physical, and behavioural issues that affect learning. These goals are discussed early on in the year. They are formulated and based on assessment data from the previous year. Creating these goals means that all of the significant stakeholders in that child's education of where they are based academically and socially, where the elements of strengths and weaknesses lay, and where we need to get to and how we're going to do that. This creates a shared responsibility for the learning, but also is helpful in making parents aware of the individualised teaching process. Identifying students as ZPDs with the stakeholders gives everyone a clearer snapshot of what needs to be facilitated for success. The challenge is to give teachers the tools and time to recognise a student's ZPD. Collecting enough meaningful data and formulating plans to about what and how to teach children within their ZPD could also be challenging and is probably an unrealistic task for teachers. What is realistic is that teachers should be constantly analysing and ascertaining where students' skills, knowledge and understanding lay. Rather than programming for all of these differences, teachers can develop a sense of where students' ZPDs are, then make on-the-spot adjustments in their lessons every day.